Hey, what's happening? We're at the All for One car show here in Oxnard, California. And we ran into Citric.
What up, man?
What's going on, man?
Just chilling, man. You know, I had to come out and represent, you know. Here in Oxnard, we always come out here with the gente, just hang out, man. And I knew you were in town, so we had to come check you out, man.
Oh, you know, I've known you for so long. I think we met in the 90s.
Yeah, like in the mid-90s.
And you were with the Browntown Looters.
Yeah, we had a group at that time called Browntown Looters, and you know, and you know, thanks to Johnny, man, he took us everywhere, all over Arizona, man. And a few other places.
Well, we had the opportunity to work together.
Yeah.
You helped me out a lot too in different places. I remember they would headline for us. They went to Tucson. They went to Albuquerque. They went to Phoenix, and so many other different areas for us. So, what's going on with you today?
I mean, you know, as you know, I started out with the music,
right?
And then I gradually got into acting, you know, and I did some stuff, you know, just few movies here and there like Idiocracy, and you know, some stuff with George Lopez. You know, it was on TV Land for 2 seasons. And,
that's a long time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we got something good out of there too. You know, and a bunch of other things in between movies. You know, little small movies, voiceovers. You know, like King of the Hill and Squidbillies and.
Yeah, talk about that. I heard it's Mike Judge.
Yeah, with Mike Judge, man. So basically, I got hooked up with Mike Judge in 2004. And he produced and wrote a movie called Idiocracy.
Wow.
And that was like my first movie role, like heavy movie role, you know?
Right.
So I didn't really know nothing about the business, but that was, you know, that's where I broke in. And after that, man, I loved it, man, and I kept going. And then Mike would put me in other movies or voiceovers like King of the Hill and stuff like that, man.
So that must have been really exciting for a Chicano from Boyle Heights.
Yeah, you know, because I never, you know what I'm saying, I never imagined that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we were trying to do music at the time, but I never, and you know, when I was little, I wanted to be an actor, but I never really tripped on that as I got older.
Right.
The whole thing was music, but, you know, we toured around and we did stuff, you know, we went to Japan too, you know, we did the Lowrider Super Show over there.
How long were you in Japan?
For like a week. We're like a
really?
Over a week, yeah.
Now, I was listening to a story that you did on ODM's interview with you. And you guys were talking that they didn't want to let you guys come back, or let you come back.
Yeah, specifically me. They wanted to keep me because you know, they said they were running out of sumo wrestlers. So they were trying to hold me up there. You know, hey man, we'll feed you good, don't trim.
Now you were talking earlier, also on the show, on ODM show, about your health conditions and how you transcended now into who you are today.
Yeah, I mean, you know. I just had to make a conscious decision, man, as far as my weight, you know, because I was getting out of control, man. I was already like at 4 something. I was heading towards 500 pounds, man. So little by little, I just had to, you know, I had to make a conscious decision, man. And I ended up losing like maybe over 250 pounds, man. You know?
And you look like Superman now.
No, I'm trying, man.
Yeah, you look really good. I
Thank
mean,
you, man. Appreciate it, man.
I've known you since the 90s, literally from the 90s, and you performed on stage. Matter of fact, he just sent me a picture from Tucson, I thought it was.
Yeah, I ran into, you know, I ran into that picture and I was like, man, I don't remember exactly what city this was, but I know that was a Johnny Lazoya show at the super events, man. So I sent it to you and I go, maybe you can make better light of it.
Yeah.
And then, it was one of your shows, right?
Yeah, it was one of the shows, and I'm pretty sure it was either Phoenix or Tucson.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit more about what you were doing with acting and so forth on the George Lopez show. What was your role?
So on the Lopez show that was on TV Land, my role was his bodyguard and driver and friend from the neighborhood. And but my character's name is Manolo, right?
Right.
So I'm freshly out of jail. I'm on parole. George gives me this job basically, and you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to do the shit, man. You know, and it's streaming now, like on Amazon Prime. You can watch it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you can see both seasons are on there.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I don't want to spoil too much of it, but that's you know what it is. And then after that, because of that, you know, little by little, I made the transition into stand-up comedy. You know.
Oh, tell me about that. I know you're doing some stuff here in Oxnard.
Yeah, you know, we've been doing a lot of stuff at the Levity Live, you know, here in Oxnard, which is, you know, it's like owned by the Improvs.
Okay.
Because of my boy Phil Medina, you know, he produces a lot of shows there, and he's the one that got me into stand-up, you know, and he started believing in me. He started putting me up on stage, and little by little, it just started working out, man. And next thing you know, we're on the road with him and the Smash Brothers and a bunch of other, you know, big-time comics. Have been doing it for years, and I'm in the mix with all these guys. So I'm just like trying to take it all in and soak it all in and just pick up all that knowledge, man. You know, because I'm just learning every day, man. You know?
Well, that's amazing. I mean, I know that you're still involved in music, right?
I do a little bit of music still here and there, you know, like especially like sometimes I'll get requests for licensing, you know?
Right.
Like, hey, we need you to write a song. Can you do a song for this movie or TV? And I was like, all right, fuck it. You know?
Yeah, I remember that you spoke about something on ODM's show regarding having music brought to you, or you doing music for the TV shows.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of the whole thing with when I did the Idiocracy movie with Mike Judge. He's the one that started putting my music in there because he goes, I know you do music. Because I want to hear some of your stuff, so I got him some CDs. He heard it and he goes, man, there's like 3 songs I really want to put in the movie, and then that set it off. So that set off like a whole nother career right on the side, you know, just doing stuff for movies and television. You know?
That's awesome. Well, it was great running into you here.
Yeah, great running into you, bro. I'll see you in a minute, man.
I've been all around the block, so to speak. Yeah. But I had to get out of the heat. Phoenix is 118.
Right. Oh, I can imagine, man.
118 and. You know, yeah, I'll take a trip to the beach.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, you can't beat the weather out here, man.
So what can we look for in the future with you?
Just, you know, we're working on some stuff, man. We got some stuff in development. I can't talk too much about it, but we shot a pilot. Okay. So yeah, so we got some people, you know, like really interested, and you know, and a couple other little projects, and then of course the stand up. You know, we're on the road constantly doing tours every weekend. You know, so
where just be looking out for us. Where can people find your information?
You can look at my website, bigcitric.com, or follow me on all my social media platforms as Big Citric, at Big Citric, BIGCITRIC, like citric acid, you know.
Hey, muchas gracias.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, good to see you, bro.
Good to be seen, and look forward to having more events with you. In Arizona?
I'm down, man. I'm down, man.
And it looks great.
Got mad love for Arizona too, man.
Yeah, we look forward to having everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Lowrider Legacy on the YouTube channel.